Okay, I'm up, looking kind of rough. I just wish my thoughts would shut the fuck up. Now I'm in the cut, feeling tucked. Electric Mustang on my street. I'ma get one, I know they not cheap. Not 100 grand, but I'ma get it, you know what I'm saying? Gotta stack it up. Gotta run my bucks. You know what's up. She know what's up. You down to ride? Is she down to slide? She says what's yours is mine. Baby, in due time. I promise, baby, we gon' shine. I'ma make you mine. I might not get you a dime, but I'ma get you a ring. Yeah, it's gonna be forever. I don't do that court shit. We can fall in love for the better. Good morning, rising. I haven't said good morning in forever. Rising. How we feeling today? What was it, the 15th? Martin Luther King Day? It don't even feel like it. It don't even feel like it. I'm I just woke up, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I just woke up. I'm not telling the truth. I woke up at like 3 a.m. And then, I sit there and I lay there and I think about certain stuff, while the house is silent. I love that silent feeling. I don't know why. Like when you meditate, the silence becomes just as loud as, like, I won't say playing your favorite song, but I'm saying for me, like after I dip into the silence, like my music becomes like 10 times better. Like I be able to groove to that shit. You feel me? Like, but I think I was making a video on fatherhood and I was chopping it up. I'm getting my ideas together, Gotta make sure I have my little B-roll, and gotta get your B-roll, gotta get your A-roll, gotta get your J-cuts in order. Any pictures, any images. So I am putting more effort into my projects that I know I can do better. I've been in love with like documentary style things for a very, very, very long time. That's where kind of the vlogging kind of came, like took place, is because like I love, and I guess it came from like the basketball, like the hoop mixtapes, the Ball is Life mixtapes. That's really where it came from when it came to a lot of the vlogging stuff. Because I'm a hooper at heart. So you know what I mean? So I was always walking around with my camera and, and filming the homies doing some funny stuff, or, like that was, like, I didn't do it often, but in my mind, that's like what was dope to me, I was low key. I was kind of quiet. So, I just had the homies. People know when I went up there and I was hooping. No big deal, but I wasn't one of those that's like always recording everything and talking shit and trying to do stuff for the camera. Like I never carried myself in that kind of light. So it wasn't really that. I really be chilling. I really be chilling. But praises to the Most High, praises to the Most High, praises to the Most High. So the funny thing is, I've like, when you going through your phone, and I don't keep a bunch of apps on my phone, right? I mean, I have a bunch of apps on my phone, but I don't keep any, like, I don't keep any like social media apps on my phone like that. Like if I download them, I'll delete them like every day. Or I just won't have them on my phone like all week, and I'll keep it on my phone for like maybe like the weekend, maybe, depending on what I'm doing. But wow, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to show this, but this nug is pretty. Praises to the Most High, though. Praises to the Most High. But when you going through your phone and you got, that's what I'm saying. For me, I be on YouTube, so for me, I feel like I kind of do too much overconsumption with some things, So I'll have like, I swear in my other account, I probably have over 2,500 to 2,000 videos like that I either watched and they're still sitting there because I haven't taken them out of my watch later folder, or that I have yet to get to. And it'll be like really good videos that I'd be like, oh, I can't wait to watch this video. But that's what I'm saying. But now I have another account. So now we're on my second account. This is my second account. I have another account, right? I have a Rasta Dad Nye as my main account for like my branding, for my fatherhood stuff. But I've been trying to rebrand myself and work on my content and tell my story differently. I noticed that I had a lot of fluff in my stuff, so I wanted to start getting out the fluff and just hitting my people with more raw facts, or whatever I want to talk about, But I can say I finally finished my watch list for my new profile, which some people might find that funny, but for me it's like, I spoke about it before, but you know how you can clog your brain by doing too much at one time. You can overstimulate your mind and be thinking about too many things, be trying to work on too many things. In my case specifically, all the amount of ways to make money, right? All the amount of ways to make money. It can get overwhelming when you're in that space trying to get those bands, and that's all you focus on. Like, and it's different. I would say it's different from coming up with a plan, having an idea, coming up with a plan, and then strategizing that actual plan, right? It's a little bit different. That's when it's like, with this, you'll find yourself just being mindless, mindless in the pursuit of getting cash. I can honestly say, that's what I'm saying, I'm trying not to like veer off too far away from topic, but I'll honestly say, like, this is a part about knowing yourself, knowing who you are, what you like in this world and what you dislike, right? Because all of us aren't those super money hungry type of individuals, right? But we just get life. That's what I'm saying. Like, and I feel like if I'm being truthful, I feel like I'm not really there yet, but at the same time, I know how I am. Like, they say money don't really change you. It just bring out who you really are. So if you was a real douche, that's probably what you're going to be like when you got money. It's probably not going to change, But at the same time, there also is some souls that, they let the fame and the money get to their head. And then we're in the era right now where shit can blow up really fast. Like, your life can change, like, literally in 24 hours. So it's just like, why not really push yourself towards whatever goal you want to do? Like, when like, there's so many stories, and that's what I'm saying, you could be the next one, You could be that next success story that's like, such and such was, they was grinding for however many months or however many years. And my thing is, like, as a man, that instant gratification, I started to get it out of my head. So then I was able to focus more on what my objective was and what I really wanted to do. Like, personally, I don't like California that much. But every time I see a city that I want to move to, like, you know, as far as like being closer to my family or whatnot, you know, Spirit shows me, God shows me, like, you might not want to move that way. Like, you might want to figure it out where you are. But it's people losing their life everywhere. But oh my gosh, the amount of people that's being killed and it's seeming like it's black on black crime still is fucking absurd. Oh my gosh. That's why that playing tough shit is out. You know, that's why it's like, it's literally just safety. Like me trying to protect my family. Like me making sure my family is good. And it's more about keeping them out of harm's way. Because it ain't like, you know, that's what I'm saying. Some of these people, they don't be thinking right. That's why it's like, you can't be sitting here living in fear. We only got one life to live anyway. So us sitting here like, oh, such and such, you know, this is how I gotta move because of, nah. That's what I'm saying. Like, you really need to put yourself in a better position in life. Sometimes that takes staying low for a while. You know, that's probably one of the best things that I've done, you know, to help me in how I think and in my anxiety and how I moved. You know, it's like I started focusing. I stopped caring so much about the things around me, but also, you know, also doing some protection work, also asking God to protect me in the road that I decide to travel. You know, discernment, all of that. You know, it's extremely easy to get caught up in some shit that you wasn't supposed to get caught up in. And I feel like that was definitely me when I was younger. But it was never with like homies. Like, you know, if my friends at the time when I was younger like went off and did something ridiculous, you know, I was just like, nah, I'm good, I'm going home. That's what, you know what I mean? It was a lot of shit that I was able to avoid because I wasn't really with none of the bull. Like, and that's what I'm saying. If I'm being honest, it seems like my only issue really was girls. Like, I just had too many young ladies in my life, like, that wanted to be in my life, and that shit was hard to manage. No lie, like, it was hard to manage. That's probably the biggest thing about my life. So, but I started this video out talking about like fatherhood, right? So that's when I'm just like, I'm supposed to be taking my daughter somewhere today, you know, with her mommy. Supposed to be doing some family time. Children are beautiful, man. Children are beautiful. And it's just like, when you going through it with them, it's like, oh my gosh, like, you're killing me. And then they fall asleep and you be like, damn. I love you, little turd. Little light-skinned, shitty turd. You know? It's beautiful. So, you know, shout out to myself, you know, for breaking stuff down and noticing what I mentally need to work on. Like, and the thing is, you know, you can't be too hard on yourself. You got to pat yourself on the back sometimes, even if it's small steps. You know? Like, everybody out here is not taking fucking leaps and bounds towards their goals and shit. Like, it's consistency. Like, what you're seeing from others, and that's what I'm saying, that's what I'm trying to get down, is the consistency. As you can see, I'm sitting here recording, but it still might take me a week to get the video out, you know? So it's just like, it's about that consistency that you give yourself to actually get your goal done. You know, like, if you're writing a book, you know, are you writing a chapter every single day? You know? Or are you writing like a chapter a week? You know? I mean, either or, that's what I'm saying. Either one is still a good plan, depending on, when you planned on getting this, getting this thing done. So that's really on you, Some people, maybe it's like not a chapter, but maybe it's like, okay, I'm gonna write a page a day towards my book. That's doable. Writing a page a day is doable. Journaling every morning is doable. 5 minutes of meditation 3 times a day is doable. Don't say you can't do it. Oh, I can't sit in the silence. It's not about sitting in the silence. It's like you got to get to the silence. When you meditate for so long, you can get to the silence so easy, so quick. It's like that. That's what I'm saying. It's like a superpower. But if you never practice it, that's why I say start off with 1 minute. Put a timer on. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, let me go again. Let me see if I can do 2 minutes this time. Put a timer on. It's about the dope thing is meditation is all it is you sorting through your thoughts. Good, bad, ugly. That's what I'm saying. That's why I know I talk to myself. I be having so many thoughts in my head, and it's like, where'd that come from? You need to figure out where these thoughts are coming from, if they're even your thoughts. I spoke on that before, really, 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 really long time ago. I guess I feel like I'm just saying it with a little bit more confidence now. But that's what it is. Whatever this food gave me is pretty good. But, like I said, I was going through all my videos. That's what this video was about. It was about me going through my videos, not fatherhood. But yeah, it was kind of about me clearing out my phone. So it's just like, now I'm finally at the point where it's like, I'm only adding videos that I'm going to like actually take notes on or use in like a reaction or whatever, or in like a dialogue video. But like I'm trying to get away from a lot of that's what I was kind of stuck in or watching content. Like, I think it's for my safety. So what I tell the mother of my children is I was just like, yeah, I'll be watching simp videos, so then I can stay away from simping. You know what I mean? I got a lover boy kind of heart. So, you know what I mean? I'll watch some shit on the internet, off of off of one of the Manosphere channels. And, I just be sitting there laughing about it, and, assessing the situation. Like, the funny part is sometimes it's like you'll go through a situation and then you'll sit back and you'll look and then you'll notice it's relatable to like somebody else's situation, But that's what I'm saying. Some of us turn into that little BS red pill rage, and some of us just brush it off and keep it going. That's why I feel like I don't like saying it, but I guess I've been player. Like, I don't even want to say it like that. Like, I just be chilling. But that's what I'm saying. If I can remember correctly, after probably, that's what I'm saying, what was I, a junior? After I started this lesson, like, this is not even for this video. I don't even know why I'm going here. But like, after I started like getting attention, that's what I'm saying. I went through a whole phase of which I was called dark and ugly, which was hilarious, right? But then after I started like getting that sexual attention, it's very hard for a man. And that's what I'm saying. I don't know if men talk about this. I wanna put this in a couple places. But after I started getting that sexual attention, like, I was never forced. Like, oh, I wanna, like, it might have been said, you feel me? Like, it might have been said, like, oh, I wanna be your girlfriend, but it was never forced upon me. So always, ever since I was like, I would say 15 going on 16, young ladies never really forced me to pick, you know? Like, they was just like, I don't want to be a girl. If not, cool. I'm going to still do. Like, and it's been like that for so long. So, when I say, when I talk about meditation, a lot of stuff that I meditate about is, like, the energy that I used to get when I was younger, and the energy that I get now. And the funny thing is, like, it'll be a lot of similarities, and then but you have to sit and meditate to dig through what the differences were. And I'm like, that's why I laugh about some stuff, because you can tell a dude that's thirsty, that don't get none, that don't know how to be around women. That's what I'm saying. In most of my videos, I always say my biggest issue was, like, not being able to, like, that's when I was younger, it was really hard for me to put a young lady in her place. Whatever she was trying to offer me, I'll take it, And now, not just now, but that's when, like, it's been a while, but I'll notice that how I felt and how I moved was never wrong. That's the crazy part. That's what I'm saying? Like, some of us, we'll come up with, with our views and stuff, and it's just like I said before, like, I felt like I let the world's views get to me so much that I started accepting shit from women that I never did. Like, I was extremely cutthroat. I ain't gonna front. It can damage your views, but at the same time, you sitting there like, damn, that was never me. Like, at that point, you don't have to really be too hard on yourself. But does that mean society is gonna accept you? Of course not. You know what I mean? Like, of course you still have to go through the battles of life when it comes to, if you're trying to find love, or, if you're trying to find friendships, if you're trying to reinvent yourself, so then you can start having these beautiful moments in your life, I know I'll be all over the place. I apologize. I really do apologize, okay? I apologize. I apologize so much. I'll tell you this funny thing, okay? So, okay, it's funny to me now, not really, but kind of, sort of. So my mom used to tell me, like, I think that's what I'm saying. My mom used to, she says I should get my daughter tested, right? And I don't really find that too funny, but then, like, I get it. That's what I'm saying. I'm really light about a lot of stuff. But, like, just think about how many kids actually need to get tested. Like, I probably should have got tested. My learning methods, like the style of which I was able to learn, that's why I say a lot of young men, right out the womb, we learn more hands-on. You know what I mean? Just, or, you could say that for women too, like the young women that learned how to cook young, or they learned how to, clean young. Like, they learned hands-on. This is, I could scratch this out. But yeah, so, I wasn't necessarily the best student. You know what I mean? Like, I can grasp what you were saying, but if I didn't really care about it, I wasn't really listening. And that's what a lot of school for me was. Like, thank God I was able to, thank God I graduated. And was able to, actually pursue something in college, you know what I mean, until I stopped going, because of parental reasons. I had to get some shit in order. I just had a brain fart. That's why I'm like, I apologize. But yeah, so it's like, we be needing to get tested or whatever. But that's what I'm saying. So my way of thinking, it was always like how I noticed stuff or how I learned. I just felt like it was just a tad bit different, to the point where I could have really felt like I could have used some assistance when it came to like learning how to focus better. I feel like my attention was like all over the place, and I had a lot going on at home, so I feel like I was like hypersensitive to a lot of stuff because I had so many different energies around me. You know what I mean? I was always like picking up on something. And that's why it's cool to protect your kid from a lot of this stuff. Don't never let, as I'm saying, have friends that actually think logical. I actually have to say that. Have friends that actually think logical and can tell you when you doing some shit wrong. Um, you know, unless you can't dig yourself out of a hole. Like if you one of those people that know like you go down and you find it very hard to listen to other people, when you in your little rut, you got to be like 30 times harder on yourself. And not in the sense of like beating yourself down, but in the sense of like forcing yourself to stay disciplined. You know? That's like some of us, some of us, we have some souls around us that'll check us. And I'll say that's a beautiful thing to have.
The day that we sign up and say that we best friends, that means that my bullshit is your bullshit. And your bullshit is my bullshit.
When somebody can let you know, like, hey, like, you're doing too much, or, you need to chill out. Like, it's so vital, because you can be thinking you doing some shit the right way, and it's like, nah, bro, like, can I give you my perspective real quick so we can get a little better understanding on what's going on here? So, I definitely understand that. But I do wish I would have been, you know, not tested, but, maybe given other different, maybe given a variety of ways to learn. I feel like I wasn't really, what I mean? I feel like, I don't know if that sounds weird, but I feel like, the longer school has gone and, budget cuts and stuff like that, we've really gotten away from a lot of the hands-on stuff that we used to do that actually, would apply to like real life. So, but that's when I found my little way to learn now. Like I said, if I'm really interested in it, that's when you really notice that you can focus on it. If you can really focus on it and enjoy what you're learning, which is always a beautiful thing. You want to love what you do. That's always a space you want to get into. So now I'm in like a different phase. Like, I love music, you know. Didn't know how much I love music, but I love it enough to put a lot of other shit to the side. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta chase that goal, and not even chase it. Like I said, you gotta stick to your plan. Be consistent at sticking to that plan. You know, get trained up in that field. Do as much studying. You gotta be a student. You gotta that's what I'm saying. One of my videos, I think I titled it "Every Day." Every day I am a student. Like, and that's forever, right? One of the main ways you can stay stagnant in life. Two of the main ways, that the two main ways, you stop learning. You stop learning, you stop growing. I think it was two, but I can't remember the other one right now. That's what I'm saying. I'm kind of scatterbrained at the moment. But being in that field, submerging yourself into those teachings, will really do you a lot of justice, especially how the internet is now. All the information that we have, all the knowledge that we have access to. We can't take it for granted. So, if you say you don't know anything, usually it's because, I said it before, if it's something you don't know, it's just because it's the ignorance of you just not wanting to really know. Because if you were actually interested, you would probably look it up, fact check it, do the research. But as you can see, that's why a lot of negative shit can spread so fast, because people don't really be caring for the truth. unless you that specific soul that's like, nah, this don't sound right. I'm gonna listen to it, but then I'm gonna go do my own research too. The need for knowledge, I feel like that's what drives me now. Like that's just like when I played sports. I want to get back to hooping, but I don't think I enjoyed like one of my goals in life was to play overseas. Before I had like my knee injuries and stuff. But I feel like I just lost a lot of my drive. After I got hurt, and it took me a while to kind of get my body back together, and that's typically what it is when it comes to like athletes. So it's just like, mentally getting back there, becoming a killer, in my mind. And, just, I think I was more into the training and then the process of seeing myself get better versus just like hooping. Like, I love basketball as a sport. I'm a Kobe fan. And that's really kind of the only reason why I fell in love with the game. Like, I was truly a Kobe fan. I don't really know why. But sports, like, I didn't start playing until I was like later. Like, I don't know if I ever told that story, but I thought there was the Boys and Girls Club, and I think his name was Mr. Bruce. And that's what I'm saying. Like, my uncle used to be at the Boys and Girls Club all the time. Like when he was younger, he played baseball. I think he played baseball, soccer, football. So that's like, so my uncle, he played all the sports. Then it was me. Like, I felt like I wasn't like pushed into a lot of stuff, but I felt like, I don't know if it was me like not having, that's something I don't want to say it's like not having the resources, because that's something like, I know my mom probably would have, got it done, figured it out. But I don't think I was really pushed into playing a lot of things. Like, I think I was just like, because of my situation, like, I was just a kid with a Game Boy. Like, you know what I mean? I think back then when I was a kid, that's when I was actually playing video games. So I had Pokemon, played, Digimon. That was a lit game. But I don't remember, and that's where now I'm gonna be, now I'm gonna be sitting down and going through those thoughts. But it's like, I was just like a home kid. Like, I didn't really get out much until actually I started liking being outside, enjoyed being away from home. I love the grind, love going to the gym, love hooping, love, that's what I'm saying. Your shirt is drenched. You gotta take your shirt off, your shirt full of sweat. Like, I enjoy that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, even with all this fucking hair that I be having to do now, like, I enjoy the grind. I enjoy the building process. I enjoy the work. I always have. And it's just like, it's weird. It's weird, feeling like you lost a lot of that that like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I probably feel better right now than I did like when I was a little bit younger, like probably right after my surgery. And now I'm just like, but man, like, I miss that hunger, and I'm trying to find it. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I used to be a fucking beast. Like, I had that hunger, and that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it was just like, that's what I'm saying. Now, I will say life is a lot different now. You know what I mean? I have other things pulling on my energy and whatnot. But I still feel like that's no excuse. You know what I mean? So it's just like, the only fucking common, denominator in the situation most of the time is me fucking with women for too long. You know what I mean? Because I remember when I was always in that grind, that's what I'm saying. I used to get hit up like, damn, you at the gym again? Like, or damn, like, you working out again, like you know what I mean? Like I wasn't really attached to my phone. And that's what I'm saying. I got back there, but now it's like I'm grinding I'm working hard in a bunch of other ways, like you know what I mean, mentally and that's what I'm saying. Like, but at the same time, the more I work out, you know, that's when I be going on runs and stuff with my dog. So it's just like getting back into that mode. That's what I'm saying. When you come up with like a morning routine, you're really setting yourself up for success. So that's probably a lot of what I'm probably going to get into. I don't know if it's going to be on this channel or on the other channel. It's productivity. Being able to get your work done. Waking up so early, you should be able to get a lot of work done before anybody open their eyes. It was not supposed to rain today.